Hello, everybody. Welcome. Today, I'm going to be channeling 3 channeled messages for the month of June. So you can choose group 1, group 2, group 3. You can listen to all of them. Maybe you're drawn to a couple of them. Just feel into which ones are pulling you. Know that these are timeless and I will be time stamping them. So you might resonate with a couple of them. You might resonate with all of them. Maybe there's one that's speaking to you. Don't overthink it. But I have 3 messages around your big breakthrough. I feel like June in itself is a big breakthrough month. If you've been feeling like you've been in the underworld, some heaviness, it does feel like the energy is lifting, the waves coming clear. There's a popping up for air feeling. So before I get into the messages, they were showing me this airplane that is coming down to land. And when I looked at it, the airplane wasn't in the clouds and hitting some turbulence. The airplane was actually like right about to touch ground. And as it was about to touch ground, like, you know, when you've been in an airplane, you're about to hit the ground, but there's like some side to side movement happening because it's windy or whatever it may be before you touch ground, and you almost go like, when's this thing gonna land? Like, we're about to touch ground. That's the sense that I was feeling for this energy whenever you're listening to this, is that your wheels are just hovering, waiting for the right circumstances to hit the ground and ground. This feels like timelines beginning to land. It feels like a new version of yourself, some manifestation, something new. Something is about to land. So if you've been feeling like, I just feel like the ground below you is shifting. It feels like the energy, the grid systems are shifting. Timelines have been shifting, but it's right about to ground and lock into place. And the beautiful thing about this, you know, you're just hovering above the ground. You're rocking side to side because there's some external energies, but it does feel like the wheels are about to touch ground. And the best thing about this trip, this airplane, right, is that they're showing me you're about to land in paradise. You know, you've been in winter. You know, it's like when you've been in the thick of winter time and you go on that tropical vacation in the middle of winter. That's the feeling I'm getting. Like you're about to land in the warm paradise after a long winter. And so I do feel like there's this energy of groundedness. It feels like a rootedness. The energies are coming into place. Something is shifting into place. And there is a specific timing around this. So I do feel that your wheels are about to touch the ground. The plane's about to land. The energy is about to shift into place. If you've been kind of feeling like there's some feelers, like you have this sense of like something you haven't been able to fully land or lock into place, I feel like the answer is coming. The new version of yourself, the timeline is coming into place. So be patient. You're about to touch ground, if not already. Let's get into the messages. So I'm going to start with, obviously, group 1. We just take a moment to ground into group 1. And really specifically for group 1, I do feel this need to ground your energy. I'm feeling like a groundedness. There's some deep truths surfacing. There is some energetic and soul level clarity. I feel like there's something like a truth, a deep truth, an energy of truth. Truth, when you really land in the energy of truth, it's your soul's truth. It is beyond right and wrong, but there's an energy, a knowingness of truth. And this, I also feel like there's been some kind of suppression or heaviness that is lifting. This confusion is beginning to lift, and you might start to notice some things that were once hidden are being revealed to you. Even like hidden gifts, hidden talents, hidden directions, an answer is unlocking. It feels like maybe even some truths about a situation or a person. Maybe there's something that an action you took, or a situation that you had to walk away from, or whatever it may be, or didn't quite pan out. I feel like there's some kind of truth around that, the why. The only difference right now with this truth that is surfacing around people, around situations, maybe it's a pattern, a habit. The only difference between then and now is that you're now finally trusting it. You're trusting your intuition. You're trusting the truth that is surfacing. You're not denying it anymore. I do feel like there's something that has been really big is lifting, and you cannot deny this truth or this direction anymore. You can't deny your talents. I also get this feeling like the throat chakra. I feel like you speaking your truth is really important. I feel like you expressing like speaking as a way to, as a manifestation tool. I also feel like there's an expression that you've been suppressing, an aspect of yourself you've been suppressing. Maybe it's your light. It does feel like it's very subconscious. So I feel like the energy of that subconscious of why you dim yourself, or why you filter yourself or cover up who you truly are, your light, right? I feel like this is lifting. And it's time to express this truth within you and your emotions. There's some kind of emotional release. There's the energy of, once you speak this truth, or once you share this talent, this gift that is coming forward, maybe it's a creation, maybe it's an aspect of yourself, it's going to lead to a major release of energy. It's going to lead to deep soul clarity. Like, you cannot deny this path anymore. You cannot deny your truth anymore. You can't cover it up anymore. I feel like this energy is lifting this hidden veil around your gifts, your talents, maybe being seen in some way. This is lifting, and you cannot deny this direction. You cannot deny this truth. And this is like an expression. Maybe there's a part of your story that you need to tell. But any sort of confusion is beginning to lift, and it does feel like a filter, a way that you filter yourself is lifting, is clearing. And once you express this talent, once you express your truth, speak your truth, this emotion, maybe a creation, some kind of part of you, once you express it, it's actually going to lead to a massive release. You're going to feel so clear in your energy. You're going to feel clear in who you are. It's actually this expression that wants to come out of you. Maybe it's speaking your truth to people. It's going to lead to a massive breakthrough. I feel like it's this energy is going to start to move, but you can't deny your gifts. You cannot deny or suppress this talent. And I also feel like maybe there are some uncomfortable truths that are beginning to surface, maybe some uncomfortable emotions that are beginning to surface of what has been locked away is releasing. It's ready to go. You don't need to sit with it anymore. You don't need to hold it in anymore. It's just letting it come up and through you. You're going to feel so much more clear. It's a big breakthrough, and it's soul level truth, energetic clarity. I'm getting a lot of feeling like ancient gifts and talents. Like, this is really natural for your soul. You can't deny it anymore. You can't cover it up anymore. So it's going to lead to major soul level clarity. Again, if you've been feeling like you've been in some heaviness or like dipping into the underworld, it's time to lift. It's time to pop up for air. This is like a big breakthrough around that. But there is something about your truth, speaking your truth, expressing yourself in a really authentic way, a new way. I get this feeling like you need to be seen, you need to be heard in some way. I also feel like there might be some uncomfortable truths around situations or people that might surface, maybe some things that you were denying, maybe some, things that you brushed aside as like no big deal. I feel like you are being asked to trust your intuition and finally trust it. You know what I mean? That's really the only difference. I think before you're questioning it, whereas now you cannot deny this truth. You cannot deny your intuition. You cannot deny your path or your purpose anymore. So even if it feels uncomfortable, like some interesting truths around people that you don't want to be true might be popping up, and it's just like, you can't deny this truth anymore. It's like true colors get revealed. So truth doesn't necessarily be like uncomfortable in any way. It's actually just showing you just how aware you are. But you can't deny this expression of yourself anymore. And the more that you express yourself, your gifts, your talents, what you've been kind of working on behind closed doors, it's going to lead to a massive clearing, a massive release in your energy. So that feels like complete. And we are going to get into group 2. Okay, group number 2. There is a creation that has been calling you. It feels bigger than you. You're being called to take action on this creation, on this idea. You're being called to take action on this creation now. You know what it is. You don't need me to validate you. You don't need any more validation. You don't need people around you to validate you anymore. You know what it is, okay? You don't need any more validation. You don't need anything else. You just need to take a step. You need to take an action step. This creation, it's also this soul calling. This creation has been calling you. You don't need validation. You are on the right path. Yes, this is for you. There are going to be, and there already are, way too many signs and synchronicities for you to like ignore it or deny it anymore. It's too obvious. It's too clear. It's so clear. Okay. You've just had to move through a lot of upgrades, maybe some initiations around it to feel clear to create it. I feel like there's a timing around it too, but there is no more room for doubt. Maybe you've been moving around in some doubt, some limitation. There's no more room for doubt anymore. It's too obvious. So it's time for you to ground this in. It's time to get to work because this thing has the ability to grow and expand. And I think that's also a bit of fear around it because this thing has the ability to grow, to expand, to be something. I feel like something that maybe you tucked away or like an old idea or something you maybe almost quit because you felt like it wasn't like, what's the point? Those are all your limitations. Don't believe that voice. This thing might suddenly open up for you. So with focused, undistracted energy, big things are possible. So it's time to clear the space. Get focused on it, really focus in every day, focus in on this task, get it done, do the thing. Even if it's messy, just get it done, just do the thing. Because with focused, undistracted energy, really big things are possible. Okay. This new version of yourself requires new habits, this new timeline, this new energy. There's new habits, maybe setting aside time, letting go of the old habits that are keeping you stuck, setting aside time because this thing is calling you. It's screaming at you. It's your soul's calling, is calling you. You don't need any more proof, no more validation. You just need to do it. There's way too many signs, way too many synchronicities that you're going to see that you cannot ignore. So hope this helps. All right, let's get into message number 3, group 3. Okay, group number 3, you get to create your life. You get to create what you want to see happen. You are a creator being, okay? You get to create it. You are stepping in as a creator being. This role is actually what you came here for. It's a bigger role than you. It's like your light working mission is coming to the forefront. You have a responsibility to create. This is very much like a master manifestor energy. It's part of what your soul came here to bring forward. You are part of this like new blueprint. You are seeding the new earth. You are part of bringing forward this new way to bring forward the new. You are part of this collective shift. So it's time that you start to use this light working talent to create and dream up not only just your new reality, but dream up the collective reality that you want to see happen. Okay. This is really important. It takes unplugging from the external sources, external energy, and really plugging into your own truth. So you might resonate with some of these other messages, but you are in charge of fueling and energizing this new timeline. I really feel like you are in the process of recreating your life brick by brick. Why not make it magical? Why not make it miraculous, right? This is not a passive experience. It's about you choosing and acting. I do feel like maybe there's a bit of unknown around this because you are in charge of creating the next step, right? So I feel like you take a step, the next step will appear, the next step will appear, but you have to take that step. You're in a really big manifestation energy. You get to create your life with timeline work. I feel like you get to energize a new timeline. You're a part of this collective shift and you're going to recognize how you are. This is like part of your role. You're a creator being. You get to create the new life that you want to see happen. You get to create and energize this new timeline for the collective, for yourself. So I feel like you're in this like dreaming, knowing that these ideas that are coming forward for you of your new life, of what you want, like maybe some bigger visions, some bigger goals, they're not random. You're actually downloading them. It's a download. I feel like you're in this process of creating, and maybe some of it does feel unknown because you are actually in charge of creating what you want to see happen. You get to decide, you have input, like you are a master manifester. So I feel like it's time to use this. It's time to step into that energy. You are part of the new paradigm. You are here to bring forward the new way. You're meant to forge a new path. You're meant to create a new way. You're meant to lead. And I feel like you're the inspiration. You get to be an inspiration for this new life that you're creating. And so I feel like unplugging from what other people are doing. Stop comparing yourself to others. It really plugging into your own timeline, your own energy, your own truth, because you're bringing forward a new way. Really big manifestation energy. Your energy and is a really big place of up-leveling and manifestation. So use this time, use this energy. You are recreating your life brick by brick. Why not make it magical? And here's the thing with the brick by brick. You follow this new timeline. It feels like a golden timeline. You're following this golden timeline, and with each step you're laying the foundations of the new life, the new earth. So it does feel like you take a step and then the next step will appear, but you have to really work in a new way and really trust in the flow of your energy. Trust in where you're being pulled right now. I feel like there are some manifestations that are going to drop in this month for this group. So get excited. There's something that's coming forward for you. Can you open up your energy and be in the as if energy, as if it's already happened? Work energy. Don't give in to doubt. You have a talent. You have a light worker talent that you're here to bring forward this new reality for yourself. So I hope you guys enjoyed these messages. I always love these pick a 3 messages. Always love hearing which one landed for you. Hope you guys have an incredible month, and I'll speak to you in the next episode.